Hello and welcome to KennyRoy.com. I'm Kenny Roy. This is the Ask Video Mail for the week of August 15th, 2011. Thank you for coming to the site. To the new members, welcome back to the old. The Ask Video Mail, don't forget, is your chance to get your question in character animation or performance answered in a video mail just like this one. But you need to send in your question if you want me to answer it. So please send your questions to webmaster@kennyroy.com. I answer all the questions that I think will help the most people. Don't be shy. Please send one in if you haven't already. It's the best way to get the most value out of the site. Don't forget, you can also suggest lecture topics. I look through the forum lecture or resource wish list from time to time, looking for new ideas for lectures and seeing what you guys want to see. So this is supposed to be an interactive experience here. You should feel like you're getting the most out of your subscription by interacting with the site. So don't forget to just take advantage of those things and don't be shy. Send in your ideas. No idea is a bad idea. This month, my book, How to Cheat in Maya 2012, has come out. Eric Luta is the co-author, and we're very happy about this updated version of the book. You can check it out on Amazon.com or howtocheatinmaya.com. and see all the cool new updates. We've rewritten, entirely rewritten about 90 pages out of this thing and revised every single page to work with the new version of Maya. All of the old resources are available on the web. You get those for free. It's really a great upgrade and a value for the book. And it's available now. So go ahead, check that out if you haven't already. Also, I just got back from SIGGRAPH. I met a lot of people, and it was really, really great, but there was a slight mishap with my flight. And so I arrived much later than I thought I was going to, and I had to present my course at the Autodesk Learning event much later and shorter than I wanted to. So I'm going to be re-recording it for you guys here on this site. Okay, so you're not going to miss that talk. That's going to be the August lecture, and I think you're going to get a lot out of it. So don't feel bad. You'll still get it, but there was a little bit of a mishap. I think you're going to like this week's video mail. It's kind of like a back to basics kind of video mail, and it covers lip sync, which is one of my favorite things to do. So let's take a look at the question. Aha. So, a very good question. I'm so partial to lip sync. If you haven't checked out the lip sync workflow lecture, it's in the store. You should check it out. I'll tell you a little bit about that right now. I'm so into lip sync because one of my first jobs I ever got, I was in charge of doing the lip sync for everyone else. So I had to do about 30 seconds. It was like 30 seconds a week. And there was like 5 other artists. So I had to do about 30 seconds a day of lip sync, and then 30 seconds a week of my own full body animation and lip sync on top of that. So I was doing about 36 seconds a day of lip sync. And what was born of that was a very simplified workflow. And I noticed that if you did the open close, basically just the jaw pass, and you got that perfect, and then added on top of that, just narrow, oo and e, wide, open close, narrow wide. My producer would approve the animation 85% of the time. Or another way to look at it is that got your animation about 85% there with your lip sync. Because we speak so fast that we only read lip sync peripherally. We're not looking at the mouth too often. We're looking at the eyes about 85% of the time, and then 15% of the time is the mouth. So like all these ratios like basically make sense. But the point is that with lip sync, if you have a workflow that works for you, then you can chug through a lot of this stuff. But you have to make sure that you're using the same methods to get the right shapes all the time. So what do I mean by that? I mean with MBPs specifically, it's super important to realize what's going on with the lips and jaw relationship. And so basically, the difference between, to answer the question, the difference between M, B, and P is not the pose. It's the motion. Okay? And simply put, with M, the lips move a lot more with the jaw. And with B and P, they're almost interchangeable because the lips move much later than the jaw. So the difference between mama and baba is that if we slow it way down, you'll see that my lips, let me get a little bit closer, you'll see my lips actually move with my jaw. Mama. You see that? The jaw opens and closes, and the lips are pretty much, the bottom lip is pretty much there. Mama. Okay? But if you slow like baba way down, you'll see that the jaw starts going. And what the reason that is because M is kind of like humming. Ma, 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 ma. B is actually building up pressure until there's no more pressure that you can take against your vocal cords. Okay? So if you start to, like, I call it charging up, if you start charging up a B shape, you kind of like stop. Whereas you can hum M forever. But if you do a B, it kind of stops. Right? And that's the point where it pops out. But you're making sound during that whole thing. It's quiet, but you're making sound. And the point is that your jaw's already going. Okay? So, ma, ma, ma. Difference here. Ba, ba. You see that? The jaw starts going down, but the lips stay stuck. Ba, ba. All right? And there's a little bit of a pop. With P, the pop is more pronounced. Okay? And P, that's the difference between M and P. The difference between P and B is that P takes on the shape of the next shape much more than B does. So we call it co-articulation. Okay? So if I'm saying basketball and beach ball, pretty much our B shape is a lot less colored by the next shape, be it a vowel or a consonant. But a P for like paper is pretty wide. Paper. But if it's for press, it's going to be very narrow. Press. Paper. Press. It almost like goes like forward. Press. Paper. But the jaw, if you slow it way down, paper. The jaw actually goes. And this is where you need to live. I've actually responded to a thread on the 11 Second Club, where there's this person who said, like, what's a good media player for doing lip sync so I can frame through? And I told the person straight up, I said, if you are looking for a media player that frames through animate or lip sync or dialogue or whatever, then probably your lip sync workflow is no good. All you need is a sound file and your own face. And this is where you live. Because you want to get that jaw pass perfect. Another big P sound. Perfect before you move on to those lip shapes, okay? And so if you were doing this and you were feeling it and you said, ma, 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 okay, now you would feel, if you were detailed enough and you were actually paying as much attention as you need to, you would feel your jaw start to drop before the mouth is open. Ba, that's weird. Ma, 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 ba. Wow, that actually stays closed. Okay, so let's take a look right here. This is a scene, this is a rig rather, by Paxton Garish. It's no longer available online. He was giving it away in promotion of his website, characteroutsource.com, and so I got it while it was available. So you can't get this now because I can't redistribute it, but I did want you to see it. Okay. So basically what we have is this awesomely dynamic rig that has really nice facial controls, especially like how fleshy everything is here in the mask. I just love it for that reason. It almost looks like he's chewing. I really, really love it. But what I did is I just keyed the lips and the jaw, or I keyed the jaw the same way 4 times. I did mama and then baba. Okay? So the first one, I keyed the jaw in anticipation a little bit, and then it drops. I grabbed this little, the control on the lip itself, and I animated it to drop with the jaw. As you can see by how much teeth is showing, it pretty much sticks with the jaw. It doesn't by default. This character actually does have a little bit of what we used to call on Kong was lipstick, where when the jaw goes down, you get a little, the lips stay together for just a little bit of that transform. But at any rate, so a little bit of counter animation is not a big deal. Okay, so that's what I did for the first 2. Then the second 2, I did the opposite. I animated the lips both down together, and I emphasized the lipstick. And then over 2 frames, I had them pop back open to get that pop. Okay? So we have mama and baba. So if I play it back for you, mama, baba, mama, baba, mama, baba, mama, baba, mama, baba. All right? You can see the difference right there. So I wish I could give you this this rig, but unfortunately it doesn't have. I don't have redistribution rights to this rig, but I did want to give you the clearest example that I possibly could on a rig, on some animation, so that you could see this in action. So to answer the question, there are no M, B, and P shapes, and if you're at Animation Mentor right now, I know you get a GUI, a facial GUI picker for Bishop. Do not use it. Build your own shapes and build them. Let them come about from the motion that you need to use. Okay. So with M, the lips move much more with the jaw. With B, they move. They stick much longer, so they charge up before they pop open. Okay. And P, the same thing, but P is colored a lot more by the phoneme that you need to pronounce after that. So that's co-articulation is what we talk about. And if you have no idea what any of this means, the lip sync lecture that is in the store right now covers all of this, and I go through the entire lip sync workflow, and I actually use this rig again, and I show you some more interesting lip sync on this guy to check it out. So that's basically the short answer. There's no such thing as a different MBMP shapes. It's about the motion, and those are the different motions that you need to work with. But really, I mean, even if you didn't know any of this, if I hadn't told you or anything, if you just have your hand right up underneath that jaw, and you're just working it and feeling it over and over and over, you'll get there. You'll get there because you'll be starting exactly where you need to be. This is your home. Live here when you're doing lip sync. And to that guy on the 11-second club forums who's looking around for he's wasting all his time looking for a good media player to do lip sync. Has nothing to do with the readability of lip sync. So anyway, good luck to him. And good luck to you. I want more questions. Don't forget to send them in. It's the best way to interact with the site and get the most for your money. Send your questions to webmaster@kennyroy.com. I promise to read all the questions. I'll answer the ones that I hope will help the most people. You can refer your friends if you want to get some free time here on the site. You get 30 days free if you refer a member that signs up for 3 or 6 months, and you get 60 days free if you sign up a member that gets a year subscription. So you could basically be on kennyroy.com totally for free if you have enough friends. All they have to do is put your name in, your exact username in the referral slot on the sign-up sheet, and then away you go. It's all automatic. So think about it, refer friends, send in your questions, and I look forward to seeing you guys grow and learn. Thanks a lot. Good luck with your animation, and as always, rock on.